Check out this absolute king.
Literally asked him to bring us two separate checks.
Yeah. Hey, boss, did you make sure you added the double shot that she ordered? You made sure to put that in hers, right? I did.
No,
I appreciate it, boss.
why are you so cheap?
What do you mean, why am I
In the first place, you wouldn't.
I can take care of mine right now. No, that's all good. I'll take care of mine.
Have you ever seen this though? Like, he's the one that asked me.
She'll take hers.
He's the one that's been begging me to come on. Even.
What do you mean I've been begging you to come on? I asked you if you wanted to go on a date.
Yeah, so what does that mean? If you take me on a date, you're supposed to take care of my stuff.
How am I supposed to take care of your stuff?
So you ask him to, like, give us separate bills? Like, so can you pay for my stuff? Like, are you...
I mean, I just... You gotta pay for your bill. I did what I was supposed to do. I didn't tell you to order all them double shots. I was gonna take you on a friendly date. I had the coupon for 50% off.
A coupon?
Yes.
You brought a coupon to this restaurant? You're so cheap, literally.
I'm so cheap, but you...
No wonder why I never even, like,
Well, if I'm so cheap, why would you order all this extra stuff?
You was over here being thirsty, like, trying to ask me out?
I asked you out on a date.
Yeah, multiple times, like, just once, multiple times, and I finally say yes, and you can't even treat me to...
So asking a girl out on a date is being thirsty. And then when she finally says yes, she expects him to pay for a $250 bill. And then women wonder why we don't want to date them. When women wonder why we don't want to marry them. When women wonder why we're not interested in paying for their meals. Because they expect this of us. Him asking her out on a date in her mind was being thirsty. Disgusting.
Nice dinner?
I was treating you. I thought it was going to be a real calm until you start ordering double and triple shot.
No, you
start
was
ordering
not.
steak, lobster, the biggest thing on the meal. You ordered the most expensive thing on the meal.
Of course, because I'm worth that.
Well, if you're worth that, then you can pay for that.
Of course I can pay for that.
Then pay for
But
it.
that this just shows
Then
me
pay
what
for
the
it.
type of guy
You got your phone out?
This is how you should treat women. This is equality. This guy is a fucking king. This guy, pardon my language, but this guy is... I love this guy. I want to give this guy a hug. I give this guy utmost respect. He's keeping it 100. He's being polite as he can, telling her, no, I'm not going to pay for a $250 drink. Listen to what he says. He explains himself perfectly.
Like, why are you trying to
It
expose
shows me the type of, yeah, of course. So no other females I can go through this again because it shows me the type of man.
Go through it again?
You want to flex with your chain.
I'm iced out.
You out here
Perfectly.
because you got a chain
Because I'm
on.
wearing
You
a nice-
pretending.
This woman is horrible. She said no other woman should go through this. She's trying to act like this is perfect example of modern women. She is so disgusting. She's trying to act like this is some kind of oppression. No other woman should go through this. What is she saying? She's saying I'm being oppressed right now because you're not paying for a $250 bill of me running up your bill buying, drinks and this, that, and the third. And this guy's an absolute legend. He's just telling her the real. He just said, no, I'm not paying for that. You pay for that. If you're doing so well out here, pay for your own stuff. Absolute legend. But what is she saying? She's saying, oh, if a man doesn't pay for all this extravagant stuff, women are being oppressed. This is the perfect example of modern women. How just absolutely unreal their expectations are of men. It's not even an expectation. This is just greed. There's no word to describe it. It's just disgusting greed. It's just she is so pompous. She literally thinks she's like a queen of a country or something. Like that's how you would treat royalty. You would pay for everything. Oh yes, yes ma'am. You would kiss their feet. That's how you treat royalty. She literally thinks she's royalty because guys want to have sex with her. That's how absolutely deranged modern mentality is of modern female mentality is of these women out here.
And yeah, you always post in your story like you got it like that.
I do got it like that. You obviously don't.
Wow.
Like that.
I literally just got to drink a lobster mac in a
Wow, she ordered lobster. Wow, did you hear what she said though? She said, oh, you're always posting on your feed like you got it like that. So she literally from the inception of this date, the beginning of this date, she literally thought because he had it like that, that's the only reason she went out with him, and she thought he was gonna hook her up with all the nice stuff. And you want to know what? I'll bet $250 is gonna be a hit for her. It's gonna be a hit. And she did not expect that to happen. And like, can you imagine, like, I would feel so nervous, like, like, she's so dumb that she didn't even set it up at the beginning. She's so dumb she didn't even like say anything about like, oh, you got me at the beginning or something, and like put it out there. Like, I've talked to girls like on in my past, I've talked to girls on dating sites who were trying to like get over on me and like trying to get me to pay for dinner. Oh yeah, man, I've had that a lot. Like even girls trying to sell themselves, like literal prostitution online on dating sites. And no way I'm going to be a partaker of that. But I've had girls say stuff like, oh, I don't want to go, I would ask a girl on a date or something, and she says something like, oh, dates are boring, buy me clothes. Legit, straight up. Like, dates are boring, buy me clothes. And I'm like, what? Is she was gonna have sex with me if I went to the mall and bought her clothes? For real. Like, I'm just like, wow, you guys are really online like this. You guys are out here really grifting guys, really selling booty to go to the mall and buy you some clothes, man. I mean, like, and that was before I even met the girl. That was before I ever got her number, before I ever talked to her. You know what I mean? Throwing that out there, and I'm just like, no, I can't be a part of this. I mean, like, not even grift, just straight up. I mean, it's a grift, but not even like sly about it. Just straight out the gate, like, oh, buy me clothes, right? And I've had girls say, oh, take me to the Space Needle, take me to I live in Seattle, so take me to the Space Needle, and one meal at the Space Needle is like $200 for like a plate of chicken. It's like $200 or something, because it's way up. I mean, it's actually pretty cool. I've been up there one time, and I literally ate a plate of chicken, and it was like $150, $200, and that was like, no, I think it was like $100, but that was back in like 2003, I think. So now it's probably like $150, $200 for a plate of chicken, and the reason why is because you're on the Space Needle, and it's literally rotating, and it's pretty cool. You can see out all across the whole Puget Sound or whatever, but yeah, I mean girls I don't even know, girls I never even hung out with, just got their number, texted me like, oh, take me to the Space Needle. I'm just like, what? Like, you are high. No, I'm not I just declined. But this girl, like, how do you not even be nervous? This girl, she was sly. She like she really expected him, because he got it like that, she really expected him. She didn't even say, and this girl's actually stupid, because she didn't even say anything before the date that she was going to order up all this nice drinks and whatnot, right? Say it before the date, at least, so you don't, waste your money, because now she's got to pay $250, because this guy's a straight legend. This guy's a king. Anyway, it's hilarious. Like, how could you not be nervous sitting there through the whole day? Like, is he gonna pay? That's a lot of money. Like, and I doubt she's got it like that. But I mean, $250, at the end of the day, is not a lot of money. But particularly, if someone's working or whatever, they got a little savings. That's all right. That's gonna make a dent, but it's all right. Like, but she really thought she was gonna get over, and he's a king. He's an absolute king.
Check this out.
That's all I got.
Everything was cool until you started ordering round after round, then adding lobster tail. What is that?
Oh!
I can't even spell tell the name what you've been ordering.
Well,
I try to give you a hint. All right, I'm
You're
keeping
the
it
one that's
up.
over here flexing.
I tried to
and
give you a
got it
hint.
like
I
that.
tried to give you a hint as soon as we came in here. I said, hey, let's not go too crazy. Let's keep it chill. I know a better place down the block with some cheaper drinks.
Wow.
But you go off top
I'm
trying to
not
order
going nowhere
the
with you
most
after
expensive
this.
wine.
Hey, I'm not trying to. You didn't bring a coupon to this. How cheap
Come on,
are
you
you?
could have did the 9 ounce. You didn't have to
Excuse
order the
me?
9 ounce.
No, okay, I'll take care of my bill, but just know that
That
you ain't never
unless you
getting
are you gonna be washing
nothing.
dishes if you don't. You ain't getting nothing from me either. You definitely ain't getting no call back. What you talking about?
Man, I can't believe you right now. I
Believe
can't,
it.
and used to
Believe
drinking.
it. Yeah, I'm about to go
Like
get
it's
slapped and look
nothing.
for another girl. Keep tripping. What you mean?
No, ain't nobody gonna look at you.
You crazy.
After
One
this,
post.
after this, I'm
One
gonna expose
post.
you. You know that, right?
You can't expose
Alright,
me. I'm
alright.
I'm gonna
Take
expose
my
you.
bill.
She said, I'm gonna expose you. And he said, you can't expose me. I'm unexposable. Oh, man. How do I get back?
Literally at
Oh, bro. This is the best video I've seen in ages. This dude is an absolute legend. Absolute king.
separate check.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I gotta watch this again. Oh, he's an absolute legend, bro. Legend. Oh, man. Let's watch it again. This guy. Oops. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Hey, boss, did you make sure you added the double shot that she ordered? You made sure to put
Are
that in
you-
hers, right? I did.
No,
I
like,
appreciate it, boss.
why are you so cheap?
What do you mean, why am I
In the
so cheap?
first place, you
Appreciate it.
wouldn't.
I'm gonna take care of mine right now. No, that's all good. I'll take care of mine.
Have
right
you ever
now.
seen this though? Like, he's the one that asked me to
She'll
come.
take hers.
He's the one that's been begging me to come out and eat with
What do you
him.
mean I've been begging you to come on? I asked you if you wanted to go on a date.
Yeah, so what does that mean? If you take me on a date, you're supposed to take care of my stuff.
Take care of your stuff.
Ask him to like give us separate bills. Like, so can you pay for my stuff? Like, are you?
Look at her hand.
I mean, I just, you gotta pay for your bill.
Look at how chubby her hand looked, bro. It's always the women. It's always the women who are overweight. It's always the women who are like 5 out of 10, 5 to 7 out of 10. You never have problems with girls that are like 8 and above. It's always the girls who are 5 to 7 out of 10. They're the ones who are always causing problems. Look at how chubby her hand was, bro.
I did what I was supposed to do. I didn't tell you to order all them double shots. I was gonna take you on a friendly date. I had the coupon.
Coupon?
Yes.
You brought a coupon to this restaurant?
I mean, he brought coupons was a little cringy, but at the same time, like, yeah, I mean, you don't want to bring coupons to a date. That looks bad, but at the same time, like, stay within your budget. You know what I mean? Like, actually, you know, it goes back to a video I made like 4 years ago, which is never take women on dates. Don't ever take a woman on a date. Period. Don't pay for a date. First of all, ever. Never take a woman on a date. First of all, you don't have to. If a woman really likes you, if she's really into you, you don't have to. And if she expects that, she's not a good woman. She's just a spinner. She's just a carousel rider. She's just out here jumping from dude to dude, getting free meals off these simps. Probably not even sleeping with the guy. You know what I mean? Selling herself without actually even giving the goods. Girls do this, you know, and I've been on a few dates in my life where I didn't pay for anything and I was expected to. The girl expected me to, and it was awkward because she was all like, oh, it was like a slow realization that I wasn't going to pay for anything. And you could see like how cringy she felt. And then it made everything more awkward. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not paying for shit. Like, I don't know what you think. Like, I'm not that type of guy, and I don't want to date that type of girl. And like, I've had plenty of relationships, you know, where I didn't have to do that, you know, and actually I've had plenty of relationships where the girl paid for all the stuff, and she didn't even care most of the time. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're red pilled, you know all girls care deep down. They might not tell you, but they care because girls want providers. Girls want guys with money. Girls want successful guys. Period. I don't care how much they're successful, how much they say they don't care. This, that, and the third. Deep down, girls care because it's in their nature, right? It's just many of them are not so horrible as this woman. Many of them are not so greedy as this woman, right? I mean, she's just the worst example of, you know, hyperdized hypergamy, right? Like extreme hypergamy. So, nah, man, this guy's a king, loving it.
You're so cheap, literally.
I'm so cheap, but you.
No wonder why I never even
Well, if I'm so cheap, why would you order all this extra?
Belittling him because he won't pay for her extravagant greed. What a disgusting woman.
You was over here being thirsty, like trying to ask me out.
I asked you out on a date.
Yeah, multiple times, like just once, multiple times, and I finally say yes, and you can't even treat me to some nice dinner.
I was treating you. I thought it was going to be a real calm until you start ordering double and triple shots.
No, you was
start ordering
not.
steak, lobster, the biggest thing on the menu. You ordered the most
Of
expensive
course,
thing on the
because
menu.
I'm worth that.
Well, if you're worth that, then you can pay for that.
Of course, I can pay for that.
Then pay for
But
it.
that.
She thinks she's like exposing him, and yeah, I mean, he's got a chain on, and guys do that, you know, buy the cool chain. He's probably got a cool car, he's got the clothes, but he really doesn't have a lot of money, right? He just buys this outward stuff because that's what girls like, right? That's what girls like. And then she took that to like, see, this is the type of hypocrisy that these modern women have, that you know, that a woman like this has. She is attracted to guys who got money, right? And she never would go out on a date with a guy who didn't have the ice around his neck, who didn't have the cool car, the cool clothes. And yet she also expects the guy to pay for everything. That's the hypocrisy, right? So she literally is selling herself, right? So she sees all the stuff that she likes, the bling bling, the cool clothes, the car, whatever. And then she thinks, oh, I'm attracted to this guy because he's got money and he's got this, you know, style about him, blah, blah, blah. And so she thinks she's going to get a free meal. She thinks she's going to get over on this guy. And she might or might not give him sex. But either way, she's selling herself, or she's selling the concept that she's going to have sex. And then she freaks out. Excuse me. And then she freaks out and tries to expose him like he's some kind of grifter, like he's the one who's lying or something. And really, he's got the chain, he's got the car, he's got the look because maybe that's his style, but also probably because girls like it, you know? And so it's like, what she doesn't understand is that she's the one who's setting the standards. She's the one who's setting herself up. She's the one who's phony. All he's doing is doing what she like, what girls are attracted to. You know, except for the part where like, hey, you know, $250, that's out of my budget. You know, in reality, I don't make that much money. You know, I work out, I got my cool chain, I got my car, whatever, you know, and that's my budget. But I can't be coming in here spending $250 on some girl. And really what's going on here probably too, really on a deeper level, is he saw how shallow she was. He probably felt like she was going to use him and not even give him sex, or just use him, basically. You know? He saw how shallow she was. So, yeah, man, that's this crazy shit. I think I'm gonna end it here, but this dude's an absolute legend. This dude's an absolute legend in my mind. Totally did the right thing. Totally, you know, hilarious interaction, but also just killed it. Like, nah, man, don't pay for these girls' stuff. These girls are just using us. And even if they give you sex, it's prostitution. You're tricking. You're You're tricking yourself out, you know? I mean, ugh, disgusting. Would you want to have sex with a girl like that? With a girl who's as vapid as that, as shallow, won't even pay for her own stuff? This is why I say never take a woman on a date. Always just hang out. That's it. Nothing more than that. If she's a good girl, she'll hang out with you. She won't expect any money. She won't expect nothing. It'll just be a good relationship. You know, that's it. End of story right there. Cut. That's it.